my name is Daisy and today I am going to be doing 2 videos in one. The reason I'm doing 2 videos in one is because if I tell you how much I read in April, there's not much point doing a video for it, let's put it that way. The second thing that will be occurring today is the Booktuber shoutout for the month of April. However, I didn't post it last week because I didn't have the time to film, so unfortunate. However, just imagine it's the last Thursday in April today, except it's not. But first I am going to run through the 2 books that I read in April, and if you guys know what I've been reading previously, which was about 10 books a month, April was bad. It was Swamp City and it just went pfft. The first book that I read, which was an audiobook, was Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie. I think that's the author, and I wanted to relive my childhood and find out what Peter Pan was like in the book form rather than the Disney form, because I've never actually read Peter Pan, so it was an interesting experience. And then the next thing that I read was The Eye of Mines by James Dashner, who I read along with Colty and Crumbs, who is Samantha, and I must message you, Samantha, to tell you that I finished it, because I don't think I did that. Sorry if you're watching this. Sorry. This was actually really good, and it was almost like The Matrix mixed with Inception, which when I met James Dashner he said that's what it was like, and this is a signed book. It was just cool to finally get around to reading it, and that meant both me and Samantha had read something off our TBR. But we read it together, which is always cool. Very last thing before I get into the Booktuber shoutout, I made this last night. My brother thought it looked like a voodoo doll, which I found funny, and then I said, think of the white hair, and he went, oh, it's the Mother of the Dragons lady. So yes, I crocheted a Khaleesi / Daenerys last night, and she even has the braids. Pretty awesome, I think so anyway. She's quite tiny, compared to Sherlock, who I have crocheted. I don't think I ever showed you Sherlock. She's a little bit smaller, so Sherlock's about here. So, I don't know, we're doing height comparison. Now we get into the Booktuber shoutout, and if you guys aren't aware of what my Booktuber shoutout is, it's something I started in January where I pick 5 people from that month, and if I liked a certain video of theirs, or they had really great content throughout the month, or they did something inspiring or whatever content wise, then I give them a shoutout, and it is not representing how many subscribers they have or anything like that. It's purely what they do with their videos, and I enjoy doing it. I know people who have gained quite a lot of subscribers from it, which I find really exciting because I like sharing the people that I watch as well, and it also encourages me to go and find new people to watch. And today I actually have the first guy to appear in my Booktuber shoutout, so that is odd that I haven't picked one the previous month. I don't know why, but yes, I have got a guy this month in the list as well, so it's not dominated by just female booktubers. And the first person that we have is Dylan Books, and currently one of his videos is playing in the background because I wanted to show you his face, because I don't tend to show you guys people's faces, and I'm not going to let the whole video run by the side because it might be a bit distracting. Anyway, Dylan is really enthusiastic. I really love his videos. It's just, I don't know, there's something about his personality that I'm always drawn to, and I think I discovered him through witty novels, and then I just really liked his videos. And I know that there's not as many guys on BookTube compared to how many girls there are, so when I find a guy who does book videos that I enjoy their videos, I'm like, thumbs up time. And next I have someone that I think is relatively new because she's currently at, I think, about 57 subscribers. I think that's what her channel just told me. However, I found this gem I don't know how I found it. I just found it all of a sudden. This is Gillian Raymundo, and I hope I said that right, because I butcher people's names all the time. And this is actually a video that she did, and this was the one that sold it for me, and she was showing all the bookish related things that she has, and I know you guys have seen me do a craft kind of one, so that kind of is a bookish item to be owning, and I'm just going to skip through to a little bit. But she even has wands, so but a bit, this is epic. This sold it for me, for this girl. I was like, right, she has good taste in bookish things. She also did a video about John Green and her thoughts on him, so I enjoyed that as well. The next person I have is probably someone you've already seen before, but this is Lizzie Books, and I really enjoy her videos. She's just got a wonderful personality, and she just reads really well. This is really weird, talking to Lizzie's face on the side of my shoulder. Let's move that. Lizzie also does a video sort of series that she does every now and then. I don't know if it's actually like per month or whether it's just when something prevalent comes up, but it is called Booktube News, so it tells you all about what's happening in the Booktube universe and everything else, with tags and inspirational things and all that kind of jazz. So I really enjoy Lizzie's videos, and she's just a lovely person. And the next person that I have is Jellify, and this is her video on the 10 books that Booktube made her read. That was a really weird sentence to spit out. Anyway, I have been occasionally watching her videos. I sometimes get behind on people's videos because I'm not always watching YouTube and things like that, but when I do see a video from her, she's very in-depth, I feel, and there's a lot of discussions that she does, and I just feel like she's a valued member of our little society of Booktube readers, because it's just, this month was one of those months where I had a really bad time with reading, and then watching people's videos about things like that Booktube made them read and blah 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 blah, and all the videos that I kind of like about people talking about reading and slumps and everything else, and it just made me happy to be able to see that video, and that was the one that really sold it for me to put her into this month. And the very last person is someone who is very special to me because she is a good friend of mine, and it is Casey from the Bitter Productions. You probably already know her name because I do live shows with her and everything else. However, Casey has this awesome series that I want to tell you guys about, which I am showing you currently right now, and it is Looks on Books. So Casey takes inspiration from a book. This one was a mermaid book, and then she does something on her face because she loves doing makeup and everything else. Casey also is from London, so she has a bit of a London accent, which always makes me smile, and she is a very caring person, I would say. I do enjoy Casey's presence, so I'm just staring at your face now, Casey. Links to all the people that I shouted out this month are going to be down here, and you can go check them out and everything, and that's pretty much it. I will see you at the end of this month to be able to tell you who I picked for this month, and because it's the 1st of May, you guys have a whole however many days to impress me enough to put you in here. That sounds so weird. Okay, I am going to go because it looks like it's going to start raining and then my lighting is going to go, which is why I didn't film on Monday, because the lighting was awful. It was so rainy and it was stormy and it just generally wasn't good. There was thunder at one point, let's put it that way, and hailstones, so not good. So I'm going to leave you now. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and happy reading, my fellow peoples. Bye bye!